Hello, welcome to episode number 64 of Just My Opinion. And this episode I'm entitled Scammers. We're scamming at an all-time high. There's so many different type of scams out there. People are getting people in the credit repair scam, the flipping houses scam, cracking cards, the tarot scheme. There's so many different schemes and scams out there that people are using and people are falling victim to. This is not just a color thing because it affects people of all colors. It's not a white thing. It's not a black thing. This thing is taking advantage of people that's actually financially illiterate. People that's looking for a come up and trying to make life better. And sometimes I hate to say this to the people that invest and indulge in this. Sometimes, if it seems too good to be true, it's really too good to be true. You have to do your due diligence and your homework and study and find out what's the strategy, or if the strategy or the services that the people trying to sell you do work before you invest your hard-earned money, because you don't want to become a victim for trying to make life better for yourself financially. You become a victim of these schemers and scammers. There's a lot of affinity schemes going on within the black community. A lot of black communities are getting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and they're speaking about building generational wealth, having passive income. They're talking about cleaning your credit up, investing in real estate, flipping houses. Several of these people that are selling these courses and have these type of programs have been found out to be frauds. And they have fraudulent ways of attaining the money. I'm not going to mention any one name because this is all alleged against these people. I can't say it's true or not. So until then, until they're proven guilty, they shall remain nameless. But you have several schemes and scams out there that's perpetrated on the black community by these so-called influencers. I'm a millionaire. I deal with this. I deal this, and I did that. Follow me too. You can be rich. This is what these people are saying and selling. I'm doing this for the culture. I'm doing this for the community. In all actuality, they're doing it to line their pockets with money. There's been several of these so-called influencers caught up in lawsuits and find out that they're frauds, and they find out RICO laws for real estate. Another thing too, I think, all these people that have these platforms that shall remain nameless, but you know who you are. You allow these people on your platform to sell and peddle the product that they're trying to push to the public, in particular the black community. And they turn out to be as fake as a $3 bill. And you can't say we're not responsible. You're responsible because you're helping perpetrate their fraud to a wider audience by letting them use your platform to assimilate that to the public. And everyone work hard. Everyone want passive income. Everyone want to try to build generational wealth. And I think a lot of these people are taking advantage of their eagerness that's trying to get ahead. You work hard, you save your money, you want to invest, you want to make it so where you don't have to work as hard no more. And I believe these people are taking advantage of that. Several of them. With the flipping houses, the cleaning up your credit, the Toro, the Airbnb scams. Are not there. These people are now going to court, facing criminal charges and all type of accusations against them that's been brought to the public's eye. I think it's a shame that people are using their platform to defraud and scheme and scam people out of money. If half of what these people are saying and pushing up on these platforms is true, it can really help the black community attain economic freedom. But instead, they're lining their pockets with money. I don't have to say no names. You know who you are. And by now, the public know who you are. People are losing their lifetime savings, their 401k, their pensions, money that they grinded up for their whole life. Now they want to invest or buy property, maybe rent it out, maybe sell it. Then it turned out this is not true. There's no property they bought. You can't sell it because it's a limit of a property. I think as much as we want to get ahead, we have to take the time to do our homework to what we're putting our hard-earned money into, what we invested into. Take your time, study it, make sure that what you're putting into it. Just don't jump into it blind, handing your money over to someone that ain't nothing but a con man. Someone's whole motive is to get your hard-earned money out of your hands and into their pockets. Not to help you build financial freedom. And passive income. We can't keep listening to these people that talk slick on the internet because they're a good talker and they may show you a Benz. I live in a big house. Yeah, you do, but that's all for the money of the people that you scheme, not for the money that you earn and worked hard for. I'm not going to say no names, but you know who you are. But several, quote unquote, infinity black schemes. They have went to court. There's been husband and wives that went to court and been charged with this. Certain individuals, just individuals, tag team to tandems of people They're scamming together. Now the house of cards are falling in on them. They're being investigated for fraud and poor business deals. Now the spotlight is on them. Now we can see who's been taking advantage of people and robbing people. The best advice I can give anyone that's looking to invest, just do your due diligence, do your homework, and make sure it is what it is that you're investing in. Nothing to. An investment doesn't mean you're going to get money back. It doesn't guarantee you money back. You may take a loss in some investments. You may win a couple of investments. You may make some money in some investments. But do know this. There's a possibility I may lose my money. And that's a risk that you got to be willing to take when you invest. You can't get mad at the person that you're investing with, or you putting your money into a certain product and it don't come out right. And then you say, oh my God, I've been took. Don't listen to anyone who tries to promise you above rate profits back. So if someone tell you, if you invest with me into this property and I can get you 20 to 30, 40% above your investment, how? You don't know what the price of property going to be. You don't. Make sure that you explain to the person, let you know it's a possibility that you can lose money. It's a possibility that you can gain money, but be ready that the possibility that you can lose money, because nothing is certain and nothing is for sure when you're investing your money in anything. When someone tells you they can get you 20, 30% back in profits, walk away from that person. Matter of fact, run away from that person. Nothing is guaranteed. It's volatile. It goes up and down, and you gotta be willing to lose money sometimes in some of these investments. That's the first red flag when you're doing business with someone. Someone telling you, give me this, give me 80 and I can bring you 240. And you going to double the money? You can guarantee me that that's what it's going to come out to? That much money back, and I only gave you 80? You guaranteeing me 240 there? So that you won't become a victim of these schemes and scams, do your due diligence. Learn and study what it is you're putting your hard-earned money into, because that money represents your labor. You worked, you grinded up, and now you want to invest it or put it to the side in real estate or something so you can get ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Just know who you're investing with and what you're investing into. Here's some of the largest scams in American history. Bertie Lawrence Madoff, born April the 29th, 1938. He died April the 14th, 2021. He was an American financier who mastermind of the largest Ponzi scheme in history. Worth $64.8 billion. So he defrauded his investors and people investing money in him out of $64.8 billion. The thing I said once again, people should have ran from Bernie Madoff. He was guaranteeing so much money back in dividends and in profits. Even when the stock market was up and down, he was paying out this type of money. But it was all a Ponzi scheme. He was taking money from new investors and paying off old investors. It wasn't because he was making money off of these investments and profiting off of these investments. So he's one of the biggest, probably the biggest scammers in American history. Charles Ponzi, who this scheme and scam is named after, Charles Ponzi. That's why they call it a Ponzi scheme. Charles Ponzi was born on March the 3rd, 1882. He died January 15th, 1949. He was an Italian swindler and conman operating in U.S. and Canada, United States and Canada. He became known in the early 20s as a swindler in North America for his money-making schemes. He promised clients 50% profit within 45 days or 100% in 90 days. There's no way you can guarantee someone 50% of the profit. The stock market is too topsy-turvy in 45 days. 100% profit in 90 days. By buying discount postal coupons in other countries and redeeming them for face value in the United States. This was a sole scam. In reality, Ponzi was paying early investors with later investors for later investors. While this type of fraudulent investment scheme wasn't invented by Ponzi, it became identified with them. Now it's referred to as a Ponzi scheme. This scheme collapsed when he ran out of money a year before it collapsed, charged his investors $20 million. He schemed people out of $20 million. Think about that. He schemed people out of $20 million. Sam Bankman-Fried. Here's another guy. That he schemed and scammed people out of a lot of money. Sam Bankman-Fried was born March the 5th, 1992. He's an American entrepreneur and investor. Bankman-Fried was the founder and the CEO of cryptocurrency exchange NFT and associated with the trading firm Alameda Research, both of which experienced a high-profile collapse, resulting in Chapter 11 bankruptcy in late 2022. Bankman-Fried, prior to NFT collapse, Bankman-Fried was ranked the 41st richest American by Forbes. His net worth was $26 billion. By November 11, 2022, amidst bankruptcy, NFT Bloomberg Billionaires Index considered his net worth to be reduced to zero. The U.S. District Court in Southern District of New York had unsealed on December 13th, unraveling 8 criminal charges for offenses that include wire fraud, committed frauds, security fraud, money laundering, and campaign finance fraud. Here's another person that schemed and scammed folks out of their money. So, we got to do our due diligence. We got to make sure that what we invest in is what we invest in. Make sure the people that are selling us and peddling us the products are what they say they are. Don't just run because he got a payment off or she got a payment off and invest your money thinking that it's all good. Take time, sit back and invest. Be prosperous. I hope everyone out there do become financially free. But let's just do our due diligence and study what we're putting our money into. Thanks, like, share, and comment. Also, I can be heard on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Amazon Music. At Derek Bullock, just my opinion. Thanks.